Hello and welcome everybody. Today we are going to talk about the Eternals. Marvel is scheduled to release the Eternals movie sometime in November next year. The Eternals movie is shaping up to be a crucial entry in the MCU, as it would expand upon the cosmic elements and introduce us to some of the universal entities in the MCU. So in this video we will talk about who the Eternals are and how they fit into the MCU. So without further ado, let's get this video started.
I'm what's called a celestial, sweetheart.
The upcoming Eternals movie will be set in New York and will focus on the Eternal Cersi, played by Angelina Jolie. Other confirmed cast members include Kumail Nanjiani of Silicon Valley and Richard Madden of Game of Thrones, and Millie Bobby Brown of Stranger Things. Thus, so far the cast looks great, as all the actors are qualified enough to carry the movie on their own. The movie will likely introduce us to more than one Eternal, and it will provide us with the backstory explaining how the Eternals came into existence and where they have been till now. But since Marvel likes to keep things close to the comic books, this is what we know so far. The movie will be set in New York and will revolve around the life of Cersi, who is a capable sorcerer with great psionic abilities including telekinesis and telepathy. She has superhuman strength, incredible healing factor, and is capable of flight at super speeds. And if that's not enough, then she is also capable of projecting powerful energy beams, just like Captain Marvel. And to an extent, Cersi is like Captain Marvel, but only much more powerful and ruthless. Most of the Eternals are immortal and virtually indestructible, so Cersi is going to be a whole lot harder if not impossible to kill. But even though Cersi has godlike powers, she prefers the company of normal human being. That's just her thing. In the comics, she has even been the part of Team Avengers and has helped the team in some crucial missions. So let's hope that few years down the road, we get to see Cersi vs Hela. That would be one hell of a fight. In case you are wondering why Marvel is introducing the Eternals and why they are so important that they are getting a movie of their own, then let me first tell you who the Eternals are. Eternals are the ancient race who were created by the Celestials. The Celestials experimented on the prehistoric human life form and created two races, one called the Eternals and other the Deviants. The Celestials experimented on life forms of various planets, including that of Skrulls and Kree. Even Thanos was an Eternal, so we have already seen an Eternal in the MCU. And let me tell you that Thanos wasn't even tier 3 Eternal as far as the power is concerned. Most of the Eternals can tap into the power cosmic, which provides them godlike powers, like immortality and the capability to manipulate matter on molecular level. And Cersi is the most capable matter manipulator that there is. At one point, Captain America sought her help and she converted him into a teenage boy for a covert Avengers mission. Now let's address the question, why did the Celestials create the Eternals? In one of these stories, it is revealed that the Eternals were created to cultivate the human life form like pathogens. And even though the Eternals are all powerful, they were not able to defy and attack their creators, the Celestials. So at times, the Eternals considered themselves hardwired machines created by the Celestials. Such was their bondage that the Eternals living on Earth couldn't leave the solar system even if they wanted to. Needless to say, the Eternals community is ancient and consists of quite a few members, but till now they have kept their presence a secret. That is the reason why we haven't yet seen them in the MCU. But since Eternals are Earth's defenders, it remains to be seen why they didn't help the Avengers during Infinity War and Endgame, but humanity and universe as a whole was facing possible extinction. The major storylines of the Eternals revolves around their war with the Deviants, another race created by the Celestials. And when the Eternals aren't fighting the Deviants, they find themselves at war with the Celestials. But against the Celestials, the Eternals find their powers aren't enough, so they have created something called the Unimind. But even with the help of the Unimind, Eternals rarely manage to overcome the Celestials, so they at times have sought the help of the Avengers in their war against the Celestials. The Eternals have rarely intervened in the human matters. They often stay in the background, watching human life evolve and thrive. But when Earth has faced cosmic threats, they have come to the rescue. So the introduction of the Eternals in the MCU next year is Marvel's attempt to build upon the cosmic elements in the MCU and introduce other major cosmic entities like the Eternity and possibly Living Tribunal and the Celestials. We will definitely see the Celestials in the Eternals movie, but we can't yet be sure about the other cosmic entities. As far as the villain is concerned, then my bet is on the Deviants, as Eternals and Deviants are enemies from time unknown. By time unknown, I mean some millions of years ago. It is great that Marvel has decided to set the movie in the New York in the present times, and it will bind into the current continuity rather than being a 10,000 BC movie. and the decision to go with Cersi is more than welcomed, as even though she is a 4th generation Eternal, she is without doubt one of the most interesting and powerful of the lot. With that, we'll bring this video to an end. Let me know in the comments, how do you think the Eternals movie will build towards the new Avengers? Once again, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more upcoming content.